In a time long lost and a realm far away, adventure waits for you in the StoryMaster's tales. You have entered an alternative 18th century world full of magic, monsters, and mystery. A grim world that is both dangerous and dark, where the stories of folklore are terrifyingly real. Life is hard, but those with courage and a thirst to find knowledge, wealth, and power can do so by risking themselves on perilous quests found around this kingdom. You have arrived at the Wizard's Tower, a magnificent place of learning where you find yourself in front of one of the professors. This one is both wise and learned, so you had better listen to his guidance carefully, as your life will undoubtedly depend upon it.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how are you doing? It's Ollie Mack here from the StoryMaster's Tales. Thank you all for coming. If you're watching, if you haven't seen us before doing things live, join us. We've got a lovely Facebook group of interactive players, and it brings StoryMasters to life. Now, I'm just going to show you around what we're doing at the moment. I've got various areas set up here. Hello, I've only got a Facebook user here, but hello whoever you are, and hello on Twitch, and this is my witches area over here. And over here, I've got, let's just turn this around correctly without everything falling over. Normally I do this very swiftly and cleverly, not today. And here we have our little wizard's corner. So nice to see you all. Now I've got something to show you, and I've got something to tell you as well. First thing, I'm just going to show you the table. These are the things that we're going to be sort of working on now and sending out over the next few weeks. Now, you might already have the StoryMaster's Tales Weirding Wood. We are doing an updated version of that. So you'll be able to get this, if you already ordered it as part of the Towers group. If you've never, I think that's the only option is if you've bought the whole lot. It will automatically have the extended version inside. Now, if you want to have the extended version, which has a couple more quests, it has I think 4 or 5 new classes in there. It's got expanded areas, so there's 4 areas where I've written sort of 3 pages for each one. So it adds an awful lot of text, and then every single story card area I've gone over with Alex, and we've kind of heightened it, and we've sort of tightened it up, and we've added a bit more sort of flavour to those as well, so it's really kind of cool. Now if you want that is going to be available on Amazon as well, so you can just buy it, and then if you've got Amazon Prime and things like that, it's probably going to be a lot cheaper with shipping if you get it printed in your own country. So if you're in America, I'd recommend that, otherwise it's going to be an extra sort of tenner for postage, so it's probably better off getting that way. But you can, if you want, if you've got Towers, add it in there. It doesn't add up too much with the extra postage if you do it that way. Now, I've been having a little bit of a mare trying to sort all the postage out. I'm using BackerKit. BackerKit is the first time for me, so I'm doing a thing called weight. So it means I have to have everything by weight before I can sort of send it out and send out the right prices for you all. Let's just transition to Tavern Cam if we can. It's just frozen. Yes, let's see if we can reconnect. We'll have to do that again. So you should be able to see me now. Ah, brilliant. Are we there? Are we there? There we are. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's gone again. There we go. Right, so let's try one more time. Please stay. Good. Okay, I think you stay. Okay, so basically, what happens is I've got to wait for all the sort of the different elements of the games to come together. They all come here. So I've got boxes hidden behind places, I've got cards, I've got bags I've been bagging up. I do everything. Everything's by hand. Everything's me literally packing it and putting it together. So I've had to wait for everything, and some things have been running a little bit later, some things have taken a little bit longer than we anticipated. But pretty much everything is here. Now I've weighed it all up, I've sent it to Backer Kit, and they've got a little technical error at the moment, so it's not allowing me to update things and then send out your request to get your postage. So bear with me, I'm on it at the moment. I'm very conscious it's coming to the end of May. I know I try and get things out before I say, but I'm afraid the elements are against me a little bit at the moment. So hopefully by tomorrow afternoon, hopefully by the weekend, I'll have sent those out, and then let me know where you live, and then you pay for the extra postage. If you want to get the extra book, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, we will be doing another Kickstarter at the end of June. Now, I'm not going to say what that's for, because it's a secret. I haven't actually released this to anyone yet, but we'll be giving details very soon. I'm getting prototypes coming in the next week or so, and that's going to be thrilling. So you might want to wait for that as well. It's entirely up to you. Now, you might have noticed I've got a Twitch channel going. Let me see if I've got anyone actually watching it or talking to me. I know I ramble on my own. It's very weird. Thank you. I don't know who Facebook user is, but thank you. Oh, where have I gone? I'm there. Sorry, there's a lag there. It looks like I've disappeared. Okay, so I can give you some. I might be able to give you some samples of the new stuff. Now I'll let you wait. What we're going to be doing is doing some Twitch things here. We're going to have some playing games, and because I'm rubbish at just talking to chat boxes, I'm going to be inviting people onto the show. So we're going to have myself interacting with one or two players playing the StoryMaster's Tales. So if you're interested, let me know. We also obviously have the role-playing game that we've been doing for a while. I'm also going to try and get some of my not celebrity mates, I hardly say that. Silver, hello. I might try and get some like magicians that I know, actors that I know, to come and play as well. So that might be quite fun. And then, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, hilarity and adventure will ensue if we're lucky. Can you hear me? Okay. Hopefully, you can hear me. Hello, Silver. I know that's your pseudonym. You don't want anything public put out. But yeah, Silver's hello. If anyone else is here, say hello. And if you're not following me on Twitch, follow us on Twitch, and hopefully we can kind of grow this thing into something new. It's very odd actually not having anyone to properly talk to. So I could ramble on if you wish. I'd rather not. I'd rather you ask me questions, ideally. There's a little echo. I think it might be because possibly I've got two microphones going at the moment. So if I come closer to this one. Hello, is that better? I don't know if that's any better. It also looks like there's a load of Twitch people coming on there, but it's not actually coming up in here either. That's so strange. So strange. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it echoes, sometimes it doesn't. What's my Twitch channel? Good question. My Twitch channel is _StoryMasters_Tales. Should be able to find us there. If you click on this video, you should be able to find it, unless you're looking on YouTube, and then you might not be able to. I don't know how it works. Right, so if there's a little echo, that's very strange. I think it might be this one here, possibly is playing. I could unplug it. I'll unplug that one. Is there still an echo? Silver, you could tell me if there's an echo, that'd be amazing. You found it, excellent. Am I still echoing? I know there's about a sort of about a 3-4 second delay from what I'm seeing up here to what I'm actually doing. Oh, it's so odd. Hello, Lieber Lycan. Are you someone who has been here before, or are you new? Silver, am I still echoing? If you could tell me, that'd be fantastic. I'm going to potentially be on here for about 20 more minutes, so it's quite odd. I can't see any chat. I can see the chats appearing on here. Excellent. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's great to hear. Lieber Lycan has backed before. Great products. Thank you very much. Now, I don't know whether you know that we've got quite a few other ones up and coming. I'm going to be working on the Tome of Terror, which is going to be a sort of 1900s horror-based one. We're going to start us off with a Transylvanian adventure, and then we're going to go next year, if it all goes well, into London. So we have the sort of London Jekyll and Hyde, and we're going to have Sherlock Holmes and all those kind of Phantom of the Opera, all those kind of cool things. And the Tome of Terror in Transylvania will be vampires, werewolves, same kind of humour that we have in StoryMaster's Tales. So it's a family game, very accessible. But I really want to kind of create it so that it feels like you're sitting by a fireside telling a really scary story. Now, one thing that you might have seen us do was Hotel Lovecraft, and we sent most of those out now. If you haven't got yours, do let me know for any reason, because I know postage was very funny just before Christmas. And that's a pure horror. That's got zero sense of humour. There's lots of death and horror and sort of weirdness going on. You've got to play it to kind of appreciate it. There's so many things that I could spoil, which I won't. But if you haven't played that, that's available on Amazon as well. So you don't necessarily need the cards. You can actually play it just with numbered doors. And then all these and the StoryMaster Tales, all the other ones, you can also get the not played it yet. Oh, okay, play it with friends. Play it is best. I think all these games are better if you can play with a group. If you can't find a group, they are perfect for Zoom. They work so well for Zoom. I'm really happy with that. In fact, that's why they've translated very well into an online theatre, I think. Anyway, all the StoryMaster Tales games now, you can you can access all the narrated soundscapes. If you want to download them, you've got to pay for them, but if you want to just play them from source, you can go to my SoundCloud account and you can play it directly from there. And it's terribly easy, just like go number 1, 2, 3, 4, all the various different story cards. The Towers one is there already, if you want to go listen to those. You can also go and listen to the new parts of the Deeper into the Dungeons, which I have over here. I'm still waiting for the book to arrive. And also you can get Deeper into the Woods. So, so all those kind of... Libera! That's cool. I don't know how many people I've got here. It's quite odd. It's not really telling me what I've got here and what it hasn't got here. I'm quite new to Twitch. I can tell I've got 3 viewers. Hello, 3 viewers, whoever you are. I might go and sit in my comfy chair over there. And if you could tell me whether... oh, yes, hang on. Yeah, not played it yet. Yeah, that's fine. We got that one. If you can tell me whether the sound is better over there. One second. I'll just move myself over. Hopefully you can still hear me. And I'm just going to see if I can click onto my, what I call Roam Cam. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I wrote Weirding Wood just over 2 years ago, and now I've done the other ones. I know I can extend things out a little bit. So the Deeper into the Woods had kind of extensions into it, and then Drake Deep Dungeon had a couple of extensions, and then and obviously the new one, Deeper into the Dungeons, also has extensions. So we went back and revisited Weirding Woods, and there are certain areas that I don't want to expand it too much, but we've tightened it up. We've gone through every segment, and we've kind of hopefully made it more narrative. There's some cheeky bits of humour in there. We've also tightened the rules up, and we've changed a few things, so there's actually a few more rewards you can collect now. Same amount of reward cards, but more opportunities to get the rewards. We've also tweaked it a little bit so that it just flows better. I think you've got the advanced rules in there as well, so the combat can be a little bit more dynamic if you want to play it that way. But you can also play the basic rules. Oh, yes, and I've also put in a table of contents, because I know some people said there was no index. Well, I can't find the rules, and I finally put that in. I think Pasco asked for that. So I went, yeah, okay, well, we'll put those in. So that's in that one. That's not in Draconic Dungeon, but it is in Towers, and it is in the Weirding Wood. Is there new cards? There's just one exclusive card, and it doesn't come with the Amazon book, but it does come with the if you get it through me, and it is a story card. Well, I can tell you what basically it's a beanstalk. So the quest you have in there, I don't know if you played it. It's one I did a little while ago, but I've rewritten it, and now it's in the back of the book. So it's a quest, and then when you go back to the well with the old lady, you replace that card with this card. So it's not one that ever appears anywhere else. So it's kind of exclusive, and it's designed slightly differently. It looks different. But no, we haven't had it extended. I think probably 50 cards is enough, and then that already gives you 10, or now 11, and then 12. Actually, yes, no, there is one adventure which takes you into the dungeon through Weirding Wood. We've expanded the cave, and we've expanded the well. Now those run onto 3 pages each, so we've got six pages. So I think we've got about 10 more pages that we did in the original one. Which doesn't sound much, but if you know, you can play quite a lot just with 10 cards. So it's actually quite a bit. Lee, but if you do want to get a new one, I don't know if you got the very beginning of this chat, but we are going to also put it on Amazon. So if you want to get it then, that's fine. And then I don't know if you're in the UK or America or wherever you are, if you're in Europe, it might be quicker for them to be printed and posted from Amazon's sort of printing depot. If, however, you want to wait a little bit longer, we are doing another campaign for something that I'm going to announce next week. I can't really tell you, but it is StoryMaster related, but it's an extra thing that we've been working on secretly for the last 5 months, which is quite exciting. So is that if you've already ordered the Towers or the expansions Deeper into the Dungeons, you hopefully will be able to add it to your backer kit at that stage, probably over the weekend now, because I'm still waiting for them to get back to me. It's quite complicated the way they're doing things, so, and it's new to me, and I couldn't. The reason I couldn't charge the postage like I do normally is because of Brexit and also rising USA postage costs. They rose about 4 times last year, and I got caught out, and I don't really want to get caught out again because it's obviously quite expensive mistake to make. But I'm on the case with that. Hopefully that will happen very soon. Any other news? Well, yes, as I said, we're going to be trying to do some sort of live games here in the studio, in the theatre. Well, at the moment, we're not opening up to the public, at least for a month or so. We're going to open it more as a shop. So it's going to be a shop where you can come and play the game and also hear the soundscapes and see the props. And we're going to hopefully be selling masks, illustrations, and hopefully sort of online theatre tickets as well. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I just think other things that we've yeah, it's got an exciting time. Any other questions before I go? Because I just feel like I'm yabbering on here. I'm going to be much happier when I bring in Zoom guests, because I'm much happier when I'm not talking continually. I'm just seeing if I can give you a sample. I'm just going to load up. I'm just bringing this up at the moment. I'm going to open up the new expanded Weirding Wood, and then I'm going to read some samples to you. So let's have a little look. It's just loading up at the moment. I might not be able to see your chat while you're chatting to me. So to give an example, and hopefully it's amusing. I think it is. Extra characters you get in the Weirding Wood expansion, the extended version. You get the scientist, you also get the Highlander, the wise woman, and also the lost children. The lost children was originally going to be in the first book, but I took them out because it was getting too complicated. But now you're advanced and skilled, I don't have a problem with that. Now we have the extra quest. The extra quest is called The Caverns of Fear. I can read this out, actually. This is a new quest. This will not be easy or pleasant, says Dirk, the burly King's Ranger, who is currently sat across from you. You answered a request for volunteers posted on a tree outside the Crow's Nest Inn, and now you are inside deliberating the offer. As I said, it's paid 50 gold per person to whoever enters the caverns and finds the enchanted sword and the crystal wand that have gone missing from Lord Calvert's wagon. We know that something took them and disappeared below. A rather unreliable and drunk witness said the perpetrator either went down the well or into the cave. Simply locate these items, then return them to this inn. Only then will you get your full payment. To help you, I will give you each an item to aid you on your way. He then leaves. Right, so your objective is to find the cave and the well. And when inside these locations, the first two rewards found will either be the enchanted sword or the crystal wand. So you set those cards aside, and they'll be the first ones you come up against. Right, and you all start with a reward as well. Wonderful. Okay, I'll give you a little sample of the cave. It's a lot quicker flipping through a book, but they're not printed yet, so it's literally just gone to the printers today. Let's find... Oh, okay, right. I've extended the Wizard's Tower as well. I've also extended the Crow's Nest Inn. So let's have a look. I'll see if I can grab it and see if you're talking to me. All right. Hey. Right. Will there be a box to put everything in the StoryMaster's tells? Well, everything. Well, it's going to be a big box if you do that. I prefer the 3 different boxes, personally. I think they look rather smart. I can show you the 3 different boxes, and we're going to have a 4th as well. When the Threatlord Town comes out, we're going to have a kind of a buff sort of... It's kind of like a brown box, and it's going to have a bronze front to it. So hopefully that'll look kind of cool. And then the expansions can fit inside. But I think a big one for all of them, I think it's going to get quite complicated. I just prefer the 3 at the moment. But I am. I'm going to be starting to work on a role-playing game, and that will be just one put together. And a lot of the elements of all those 3 games will be put into the one big role-playing game. And that's going to be probably this year, maybe not this year, obviously not this year. It'll be the year after. Yeah, probably. Okay, so the smell of smoke, ale and sawdust fills the air as you enter the Crow's Nest Inn. A jolly innkeeper and a pretty servant girls make you feel welcome and ask how they may be of service. You want to sit down and have a drink for 2 gold coins. Ask for some food for 5 gold coins. Ask for a bed for the night for 10 gold coins. Or see if the innkeeper has any jobs. Okay, now this is where it's new. So beforehand, you just have those choices. But now, if you choose to have a drink, you sit down on the wooden benches and ask for a drink. They cost 2 gold, but which one would you like? Would you like to have some ale? Try some cider? Or ask for the non-alcoholic option? I don't know if anyone's going to reply to this. Which one do you like? So, shall I read those options out again for you? What would you like to have? Cider! Excellent cider! Okay, so you go down to 1B. The aroma of cider almost knocks you off your feet. Inquiring about its origin, the serving girl tells you it is made by a local farmer called Mad Mary. Roll your fate. So, if you roll a fate, give us a number between 1 and 4. A number between 1 and 4. 3. Your stomach decides that this is not something that should belong inside you. You're violently sick, lose 1 health, and miss 1 round. Okay, or let's say you want to go and have a bed for the night. Ask for a bed for the night for 10 gold coins. Okay, so the barman, whose name you discover is Dick, looks at you oddly. Oh, sorry, that's the other one. Okay, right, bed for the night. After you hand over your 10 gold, you're shown a little room above the main tavern. Surprisingly, it's quiet, comfortable looking, and appearances suggest you might get some rest. Roll your fate. Right, give me a number between 1 and 4. Number between 1 and 4, please. 2. Well, you have a mostly relaxing rest. However, you are woken halfway through your sleep by a drunken sailor who mistakenly opens your door and proceeds to sing you a romantic sea shanty. At the end, he calls you Barbara, then leaves. Restore 3 health. So we've kind of added stuff like that now. So that's hopefully going to make it fun for you playing. And let's see. Let's go to the cave. Now the caves and the well, they're both kind of different now. So if you go down the cave, and you've got the options you had before, but if you climb down and enter the well, something happens. It might be something of interest down the well. You make sure the rope is strong enough before you descend. At the bottom is a small stream that runs eastwards and across ways. Now you must roll your fate for each direction you take. Now we did something a little bit like this in the Deeper Into the Woods, where you went into the cave and into the dungeons. So this is kind of similar kind of thing. So you play 3 rounds underground before rolling a d4 to determine where you come out. So you have east, south, west, and north. Tell me which direction. Give me a direction, and also give me a number. So a direction, east, south, north, or west, and then a number between 1 and 4, please. Did I get his address? I don't think you did, I'm afraid. Okay, East 2. East 2, okay, right. Right, a large chamber opens up in front of you. It looks like it's been carved out by giant claws, maybe even a dragon. You hurriedly move on. That sounded a bit evil there, sorry about that. Okay. And again, with that, you've got to try and find things and get out alive as well. So as normal, this game is quite deadly. There's all kinds of things you can do, and the thing I love about this game, and I read it, but I might be very biased, is the stories people tell me after they've been on the adventures. And they'll tell me about kind of the strange items they found, and you find a reward in a clay pot. It turns out to be a full-size cow, or a haunted hat. I just love it. I think it's a fun game for the whole family. I don't know if you've played. Would you say these games would be similar to a game book? Well, obviously, game books was an inspiration. But they are different. I think they're much freer than a game book, and you can. I think they're slightly more tactical as well. And obviously, game books are always a solo pursuit. Well, not all, mostly. Different story each time. And I suppose with the game book, you're going to have different pathways, but there's only be a set amount of pathways. With a bunch of cards. And the amount of options that we have, and the more we're putting into it, the expansions, and then you can start swapping around the rewards, and now you can introduce the towers as well. It really is kind of like an expanded adventure story that you can play with everyone. So, yeah, there are certain elements of choice as a game book would, but the branching narrative isn't set as a game book is. I hope that answers a little bit. Thank you. Well, it is available. You can get it if you want. There is the cheapest way of getting this, and I want everyone to play it at home and at Christmas this year, is to just get the book. So, Silver, if that's you, if you're a limited budget, and you go, you can, if you want. You can download, if you've got a printer at home, that kind of helps. You can now free download the cards from a book, a PDF book, from my website, and you can get the book on Amazon. So Weirding Wood, or you might want to wait for the expansion though. Yeah, that would be a few days to put that on. You can go Dragonic Dungeon, you can get the expansion to that, and you can even get Hotel Lovecraft. You don't have to have the cards. You could just... Well, you don't have to print them out. You could always draw a map as well and put the numbers down for it. That's another way of playing it. And that is something I'm going to be working on probably for Tome of Terror. Because what I want to try and do is create a way of getting it into books, but making it feel much more like this, but with just books. So I'm thinking of using maps. And I'm thinking of having another book that has kind of like more research on the different cards. Libra, that's kind of what I'm going for the role-playing game. That's kind of what I want to do, but I want to make the role-playing game so everyone can GM it and understand the rules. So have the rules incorporated within the storytelling. I think that you've got to find a market, and hopefully I've kind of... What I've been trying to do is find the market for the general public. In the theatre shows that I do here, we get people coming down the steps, or before we had to close, and we'd get them role playing without even realising it. If you can bypass people having to know rules and remember rules, you're immediately in the story. And then they came here, they'll be playing themselves. But if you can give them an archetype that they can understand, like you say, you're going to be a pirate. Everyone's got a picture of Jack Sparrow, or they've got some of John Silver, or some of that in their heads, so they can do a pirate, or they can do a pirate voice, a bad one. If you say a wizard, everyone can play a wizard. And then if you say, okay, it's going to be set around 1750, and they go, well, what's that? Well, you think grim fairy tales, and again, immediately, Disney, that kind of period. Yeah, that's fine. So you're giving them a world that they can totally picture, and then not have them worry about the games. Just give people choices. People love choices. I played this with my auntie a few years ago. She was 85, and you can ask her 3 questions. Which one do you like? go for that one. Here's the result. It's just fun and entertaining. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go now, but thank you so much, and I hope you join us when we do the live playthroughs. Do join us for that, because that's going to be a good laugh, and I'm going to try and get some people who are kind of comfortable in front of the camera, and we're going to put that out. I don't know when we're going to start though, because this room is going to be full of boxes next week. I might try one next week just to give me a break. Anyway, guys, thank you all. Take care, and I don't know what I'm going to try and do. Let's see if I can do one which is an end one. There we go. I'm going to end here. So take care, everyone. Nice to see you all, and
well done, and congratulations on finishing your quest. This is the end for now, but join us again for more thrilling adventures with the StoryMaster's Tales.